Okay guys, I hope everybody's well. I'm in Southport on the northwest coast of England in the UK. I'm enjoying a KFC, mighty bucket for one I think they call it. I've got some extra pieces as well, so I'll be filled up as I'm going to hike up the beach here to a parking spot. That's a bird sanctuary on the beach, a wildlife area. I've got the Sionyx camera, nice and clear. Hopefully it will be clear tonight, and I'm going to do some sky watching. Loving it, absolutely loving it. It's a change to be back on the coast, to do like the coastlines. So I'm using what I call my body cam, my phone in my pocket at the moment, just while I walk around and film these scenes, and then I'll be switching to the GoPro and then later on to the Sionyx Nightvision camera. Beautiful area. Well, at least the beaches are. I'm not right keen myself on the shopping area, but that's just me. I do like the nature rather than the built up areas. I do remember when I was a kid, you used to be able to park up on this beach. I think you still can, but it seemed a lot busier then, and you could park up a lot more often. The sea didn't come in as much. It seems to come in a lot more these days, whether that's due to global warming and sea level rises, who knows. But a great area out there for wildlife. I could walk up the road to where I'm going. It'd be an easy walk, but it looks wet through and muddy down there. But I'm going to get on this beach and walk up. It's about 3 miles, like I said. And then hopefully it'll be going dark then. I can set the Sionyx camera up and do some sky watching. Right guys, on the GoPro now in Southport. That KFC were very good. So I'm hiking up to a bird nature reserve on the beaches here at Southport. This sea doesn't really come up that often. It does occasionally, but not often enough to prevent these birds nesting. A lot of grass here rather than sand, but I've seen it come up to this point occasionally. It is beautiful, clear. Hopefully it's going to be clear tonight. We'll have a little wander about, see what we can see before I set the Sionyx up to film these skies. Look at this lot, lots of birds around here, maybe getting ready for migration, or maybe migrating to this country, who knows. I'm using my phone at the moment for this footage. It's great to see. I love watching wildlife like this. So I'm using my phone, magnification ×9, looking over to Blackpool there. But I am going to get the Nikon P1000 out and try and get a bit closer. Problem is, if you go too close when you're hand holding, the picture is going to be all over the place. But just using my phone at the minute, check that lot out, and then we'll have a look over to the Blackpool area before I carry on my hike up to this parking spot, which does allow vans on, but you can't see overnight. It is a fee for the day, and they do close the barriers at a certain time. I think the time changes depending on what time of the year it is. Right, I've got the Nikon P1000 out now. This is my view towards the Blackpool area, and I'm hand holding, so the more I zoom in, the more it's going to shake. It's not on a tripod. Just going to check some of these birds out with this camera. I've got it on the landscape setting. Let's have a look over there towards Blackpool. Steady. But the more I go in like this, the more it's going to shake about. And even in, you know, you have this camera on a tripod, it's still, when you're maximum zooming, I know by looking at the moon with this camera, it can be quite shaky, even though it does have a stabilisation. So there's the, well, they used to call it the Pepsi Max, the big one. I'm not quite sure whether it's changed its name. all over the place, guys. I'm just showing you. Try and have a look at the tower. I could zoom a lot further in, but it's going to be all over the place, and I'm sure I could see people on the beach there in Blackpool from Southport. There you go. That's crazy. I'm just messing about with this camera, guys. I said I'll start bringing it out with me, just in case. You never know what I might see. Have another look at these birds. Great camera. I've never used the photograph point of the camera. I always use the video, and any shots I show you a lot. You know, the photographs are just screenshots from the video. Just find it easy that way. So the nature chilling out, and I think in the distance past Blackpool you can just make out the Lake District. I'll zoom into that, but also you can see just about the Welsh mountains, but the pier is in the way for them really, and I don't think it would focus. It would focus more on the pier because it is in the way. Just like that blade of grass is doing here. Just have another look. There we go, that's the Lake District. I do love using this camera. I should use it more. I really should. Even though this path runs next to a main road, really, it is lovely and peaceful. And I think as you get further up there, you can walk out a bit. We'll have a look. So I am at the bird reserve now, quite a hike, about 3 miles, and I've got to walk up the pavement next to the road, but decided, me being me, to tread through mud, sludge and all sorts. But there we go. There is a park up just there, but it's not a overnight camper van park up. You can put your camper van there on the daytime. There's a small fee, but they do lock the gates at a certain time. I'm not quite sure at different times of the year, depending on whether it's winter or summer. I think I have come here to Southport in my van, but because I know they lock these gates, that's the only place really you can park around here. So I parked down in Southport itself, and I thought I'll take this trek up. It's been worth it. Really enjoyed it. But hopefully it clears up a bit more than what I did know. It was so clear early on, and it seems to be clouding over. What I'm thinking of doing is assessing this Sionyx up around here somewhere, and then walking back down. Get some dinner, and collecting this Sionyx later on, see what it can film, because it's dark early these days now. Winter time is here, and in the UK it's dark 4:30. It's about an hour off dark now. Enjoying my KFC, but that was about 3 hours ago now. Well, I've not brought anything, but I don't mind hiking around. I'm going to leave the camera, I think, as soon as it goes dark, and pick it up later on this evening, probably about 10 o'clock, possibly 11. I'm not staying overnight. I will be driving home then, and hopefully if it clears up, it's a good dark sky area. See what I may have filmed, who knows. So there is this certain path which leads you through this nature reserve, or bird sanctuary, nature reserve, whatever you want to call it. And this is a safe route, but if you ever come around here, don't go trekking off track, because there are some very deep patches of mud about. The signs everywhere saying deep mud, stick to the path, and some serious mud, I mean, where you're going to disappear into it and not be able to get back out, so keep yourself safe. So I'm thinking if I do set this Sionyx up, let it record for a couple of hours or so, 2-3 hours maybe. I may well then speed the footage up, just to give you an idea of what has crossed up there, because many people don't want to watch a couple of hours of footage, and then after that I'll play the footage in real time on the video. So if you do want to chill out and sit there and watch these skies, you can do. See what crosses. It's lovely and quiet around here though. Nobody about here, but it's the way I like it. Just hear bits of traffic there in the background, a few birds. Very nice. I will quickly say, guys, while I'm waiting for it to go dark, just want to thank you all again for watching these videos, subbing, interacting, hyping, members, patrons. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Thank you for the comments about me in the camper van. I'm finding a lovely and warm. Them candle heaters, I can't believe it. Just 3 of them candles lit can heat that brick up so much. And when you blow them out before bedtime, that heat brick stays hot for a good hour or two. And very warm for most of the night. When I wake up in the morning, it's not freezing cold, there's still a bit of warmth in it. It's amazing, really. But I do like that sort of thing, rather than your diesel heaters and propane or your artificial things. You can't beat candle heat. I may well one of my electric heaters, as this weather gets colder. I have got strong power stations, so I'll be fine. But for now, I'll find them perfectly alright and very cosy. Right, well, it's getting darker now. I've got the Sionyx camera out here. A lot darker than this Sionyx camera is showing. Just have a quick look around. Not too bad, although, is it? You don't need it to be clear, really. I've seen some strange things in the skies with the clouds around, but I think that clearer weather is moving over. That is further towards the north, towards Blackpool again. Let's zoom in a little bit. But I'm going to leave this camera running because I am getting quite hungry again now. I'm going to walk back down into Southport, get something to eat, then come back and collect this camera, and I'll show you the footage. I will run the footage on times 10 speed, just to give you an idea of what might be crossing up there. And in case you don't want to watch through the whole footage, then I'll run the best bits at normal speed, because you don't want to be watching 3 hours of the skies.